Hey everyone, Invader1 here. Before I get into it, let me tell you something a little bit about this build. There are quite a few different builds that I like to use for this Quarian female engineer, which is literally actually my favorite character when I first started playing Mass Effect. For the turret, you don't want shields and damage, guys. It's not really necessary. This turret has a high recharge speed, so you can continuously cast it out. Not even necessary. You want shock, especially for platinum games, gold game, all your level games, because it actually works against dragoons. It actually works against lower tier enemies. So there are times that I've casted, and you'll see that in the gameplay. All of a sudden, you see the dragoon kind of a little shocked, like he's just moving a little bit. And by the way, there are other powers that work this way against dragoons, kind of like Overload works against dragoons. Chain Lightning on the combat drone works against dragoons. So you want shock therapy, let's call it that. Rank 5, armor piercing ammo, okay? For your gold games, for your silver games and bronze games, you want cryo ammo, okay? Because they're lower tier enemies. This works really well against troopers, and it's a lot of fun to watch these troopers just get frozen. I mean, it's just hilarious. You just cast this turret in the midst of a whole bunch of cannibals or a whole bunch of Cerberus troopers, and they all get frozen. But on platinum, okay, platinum and gold, you want armor piercing ammo because you have a lot of very armor heavy, you know, characters like Atlases and Primes. And mind you, they do kill the turret quickly, but you can keep on casting it over and over, and then the ammo that the shots that it does get in, it does matter. And at the same time, it works very well again against dragoons. Okay, for platinum, right? When I first started out, I used to love rockets. Okay, it sounds great. Look at it does a lot of damage, but guess what? The recharge rate for the rocket takes so long. So it'll shoot one rocket, then it'll wait around. It'll just wait. It'll probably shock a few enemies, and then it'll shoot another rocket. Okay, so that takes too long. So I finally, I started using it as a flamethrower, and I love it because look at this. It has over 110 over that points of damage per second. So if you cast this next to a mob of enemies, or next to an Atlas, next to a Banshee, next to a Prime, it'll continuously burn them. It's just so really, really good. Incinerate, guys, my favorite power for this girl. I mean, it's just so good. Damage is what I choose. Now, I never chose Radius in the past because it was buggy. I don't know if it's really working now. If it's really, really working for Radius, test it out, guys. I haven't tested it on Radius yet. I still go for damage because it's just so damn good. And I recommend damage for Incinerate because this is literally one of the best powers that she has. She has two great powers, okay? And this is one of them. All right, because the turret is good. The turret is good. It's just, but incinerate, it's what she's about. And rank 5, you want burning damage. So for 8 seconds, that character is burning his ass off. You don't need the recharge speed. This is already fast enough. I mean, even if you're making a weapons build with this chick, and I will tell you how to do it, it's good. Now, rank 6, I made a mistake here. Freeze combo, I wanted to test it out. I'm not exactly sure that it works right. I can't quite tell just yet. I played around a little bit. Can't quite tell the freeze combo works, but it seems to be okay. I definitely recommend armor damage though, because you are, especially on platinum, you have a ton of armor targets. So you want your incinerate to continuously do well against armor targets like primes, atlases, brutes, okay, banshees, praetorians. So this is what is gonna totally mess them up. So I definitely recommend armor damage instead of the one that I have here. The freeze combo might be good for the lower tiers, but in platinum, you definitely want the armor. Okay, Cryoblast, the best debuff power in the game. You should always spec it this way. For radius, you can multiple targets. Cryo explosion, so you could debuff the enemy and that target can take more damage. And then on rank 6, you're gonna want frozen vulnerability. It just gives you damage bonus for frozen targets, and it also weakens armor, guys. So I mean, this is the best thing that you can have, especially again for armor targets. You cast this first before you do anything else. Okay, so now if you were doing this kind of build, this is a power build, then you would do it the way I'm doing it. You will go to Quarian Defender, rank 4 power damaging capacity, rank 5 power damage, and fitness only 3 points. Now I can last on platinum like pretty much with this character. But if you don't feel as confident with her, then this way you can still create a power build with her and keep all her powers. Just put everything on fitness and leave nothing on core and defender, but you will miss out on the damage bonuses. Okay, now if you do decide to do just a pure a weapons build with all powers, just spec out of the sentry turret and spec 100% of fitness, core and defender, cryoblast, and incinerate. That's another good build. Okay, now a pure weapons build, you're literally just gonna keep a sentry turret out of there and just continue to spec and everything else, just like I told you right now. Put all points on fitness, all point on core and defender. You should be fine. Now for the weapons, guys, this is the fun part. I am gonna use the acolyte here, and I'll talk more about it in the gameplay. So the weapons that are with her, I love pistols on her. Very, very good. Now, the Acolyte, I'm using it here because I want to strip shields, and you'll see that I'll detail it in the gameplay, and then I'm going to use the powers. The Karn effects is good with her, okay? That's another gun that's very good. The Paladin pistol, excellent gun for her. Now, this is my favorite build for her. Scorpion. The Scorpion is deadly with this character, especially on gold, especially on silver, and on bronze. And I will explain to you within the gameplay why, because this is my favorite build. And I'm not showing it though, but my favorite build with her is with the Scorpion. And I will explain to you why in the gameplay, because it is just absolutely ridiculous. Even though I'm not using the Scorpion here, I may do another video to show you why. You will be blown away at how wonderful it is. But I wanted to do something a little different here and show her how she does very well with the Acolyte. Now she does very great with the Scorpion because it has a area of effect damage. Now the talent is excellent with her also. If you have the talent, then you don't need any other gun with her. The talent already does a lot of high damage, and that is it. Here I am rocking the Acolyte and an SMG. Okay, shotguns. When you're doing a weapons build, Geth Plasma, excellent. Really, really great. Just make sure you use Cryoblast first. Debuff the enemies. The Wraith is good, okay? The Raider, it is absolutely a dream with her. We set it up with the damage barrel and the accuracy barrel, then this gun can sing with her, and she could just do cryoblast debuff, shoot the Raider, reload, incinerate, shoot the gun, cryoblast debuff again. I mean, you could just keep on going over and over and over, just demolishing enemies, and you can do that with the Raider. Trust me. Put the Raider on her, do some cryoblast and incinerate, shoot the target, shoot brutes, shoot banshees. You will be destroying them. Okay, on platinum. Growl Spectre is good. It's a precise weapon though. Just make sure that you understand how to use this gun. It's very precise. And pretty much all the other shotguns, but don't put really heavy shotguns like the Claim. I mean, you could do the Claymore on her and all, but your recharge speed would be so slow. She's very affected by recharge speed. Snipers are good on her. They're okay. SMGs, they're all pretty good on her. I don't recommend the Geth Plasma though. I like the Geth Plasma SMG. I don't recommend it on her. It takes too long, and she's a power base. She's going to need the weapon to shoot fast. So I definitely recommend the Hornet. I definitely recommend the Locust. Not the Geth Plasma. The Collector SMG, yes. But what I'm going for here in this situation is I am sticking to the Hurricane, okay, because I do have it. If you don't have it, then those are the other weapons that I recommend. Assault Rifle, she's also really good with the Assault Rifle, like the Falcon, guys. Falcon, really, really good. Same situation as a Scorpion. Now for this, I'm going for Cryo rounds. I'm also going for Pistol Red M3. I am also going for the Pistol Gear bonus, so that I can have an additional percentage, 15% on my pistol damage. Now, and I am also going for a Power Amplifier module to make sure that my incinerate works even better, and everything that I do with this character works very, very well. Now, by the way, guys, again, I told you guys that I will pretty much play with anybody and everybody. I took on a new player here who has sent me a message, and guys, I try to get to every single one of you. I got quite a few messages, but yeah, I have a new player here who sent me a message, and I just brought him in. This is actually like our first game together, and he's having a good time, So anyways, let me tell you something about why I love this character when I first started playing. As you can see, I am using I'm using Cryo rounds, and then I'm using Incinerate on most targets. But on armor targets, I am, like for the example, an Atlas or primes or any any targets that have a lot of armor, I am using Cryoblast first to debuff them. Okay, I'm also casting out my turret right away next to big targeted, big armor enemies. Okay, and when I need to just finish them off, I'll go back to the hurricane. That's the way I'm playing here, guys. Now, because incinerate works right now so well, okay, you will notice that I will get incinerate kills even though I shot incinerate like 2 seconds before, 3 seconds before, because it is constantly doing damage. It's constantly killing them. Now, you will also see something that because incinerate works very well too, I am doing fire explosions. And I'm doing them very well here. You see that in the kill feed. You see a few fire explosions, a video 1 fire explosions, and also, guys, you will also see my sentry turret killing enemies. So this is what I love about this character. She's so versatile, and for some reason, she does not get a lot of love. And let me tell you something. She definitely one of my favorite characters, but somehow she just does not get the attention, guys. And you could do so many builds for her. You could do a sniper build where you're debuffing enemies, put an Indra on her with Cryo, or put, spec the turret and spec everything else. Put an Indra, a sniper rifle, cast the turret really far. The enemy's like confused with the turret. Debuff them with the cryo, snipe the crap out of them. And she's just so good. There's so many builds that you can do with her. Now, you notice that over here with the dragoons, I actually use cryoblast first. They're armor targets, so you kind of want to debuff them and then boom, just mess them up with incinerate. Look how great this is, guys. You guys, this is a lot of fun. By the way, guys, I do want to talk about a few things in this video. This is called the Hardcore series, and before I continue into talking about her, good builds for her and everything, the reason I'm calling this the Hardcore series, as you guys know about me already, I started off doing videos that show you guys basic tactics, to get into platinum, etc., etc. Now, my goal and initial intent was never ever to have people be so campy. Okay, so if for some reason people think that, hey, I'm trying to teach you guys to be a little campy, that's not the case. Started out to kind of teach you guys basic tactics so you could get good at platinum and learn that. I've never had you guys, none of my videos you guys are standing behind a wall spamming powers. I've never done that. What I've done is actually show you guys best areas to kind of play tactically, best areas to take some cover, best areas to what's going on with the enemy, where exactly they're coming from, what are the waves you want to missile, those kind of things. So what I'm doing now is, since all the latest videos, you guys know that I've been playing nothing but hardcore. We're not camping out, we're running around, we're doing our thing. But you see that we still play somewhat tactically. We were still kind of tight with each other. We're still kind of taking certain areas that we know. If we need to take cover, we go to specific areas that we know we have good cover there. We know that we could take out a Banshee on an elevation. We know that we could take out a Praetorian in this area. So right now, this hardcore series and all the previous latest videos that you guys have seen have been pretty much just running platinum, guys. And we can run platinum 23 minutes, 25 minutes, 26 minutes, 20 minutes, 19 minutes. I've done 15-minute platinum speed runs on Glacier, and that I'm so looking forward to showing you guys. Now, the reason I'm calling it the hardcore series because this is where I want you guys to get to, okay? I want you guys to be able to have good team synergy, that even if you're playing on a pug game, then you'll be able to handle it platinum. And mind you, I am going to do video gameplay of me playing with pugs on platinum, not gold, platinum. I will be doing that, okay, guys? And I'm going to see if I can communicate with them. I'm going to see how they work. I'm going to see what happens. Mind you, I have done that before. Most of the time, I end up clutching it. But I'm going to see what the experience is and see if I can just do, a few more platinum pug gameplays and just show you guys what happens. Now, the only issue that I've been having there is that even sometimes I open up my lobby, I'll get some people who are trying to do a missile glitch. Now, just letting you guys know, if there's anybody out there, if you glitch at all and you come into my lobby, I won't report you or anything unless you actually do it. I don't want, I don't want cheating. I don't believe in it. There's no reason, and that's why I started my videos, to show you guys. But anyways, this is the hardcore gameplay series, guys. And I do all platinum gameplay. I do gold gameplay if you guys want me to do it. But what I'm doing is showing you how to use characters. Every character that I can show you on platinum, they all work on platinum, guys. They all work. And if in all honesty, for me to show you something, I prefer to show it to you on platinum, because this to me is the hardcore way to do it. All right. And by the way, do you see the sentry turret? It's just it's just eating it, enemies. So anyways, guys, this is all going to be hardcore gameplay, meaning everything is on platinum. You know, no camping allowed. We're just doing it. We're playing. We have certain zones. I'm going around looking for enemies. You know, I'm just doing what I'm doing. Guys, I could run platinum with my buddies, as you guys can tell already with all the latest videos. When you guys saw the All Slayer team, the All Krogan team, you guys saw all the other videos with the Platinum Volus, the Volus Engineer Commando. I mean, it's just, even with the little Volus, we're running around just rocking platinum. So we're to that level, and this is where I want you guys to get to, because guess what, guys, I cared enough to do this. You know, I don't have to do this, but I think a lot of people had difficulties with platinum and thought, hey, you know what, let me get into it. I remember when gold came out, people were like, oh, well, I can, you know, gold is hard. Oh my god, gold is so hard. And you know, there were a lot of commentators who started off back then and started showing people how to rock your characters in gold. I never hear a lot about tactics, though. That's why I usually like to give you guys tactics, certain areas. Like, hey guys, like, this is what you want to do in this zone. You know, if you're in Firebase Wide, go around this area. Go in circles and circles, because you get some cover, you draw the enemy back, you control the spawn points. When you go downstairs, you know, those kind of things. You go downstairs, make sure you wait and draw the enemy in, and then go to the other lane, you know, and whatever, you know. So, you know, I try to give you tactics also, not just tell you how to use the character. Now, so anyways, guys, this is all going to be hardcore gameplay. I am bringing you a lot of really hardcore platinum stuff, but stuff that you can do, okay guys? Stuff that you can do. You guys can do this. You know, I got a brand new player. I never knew exactly how he played. Came in, you know, and I got Emo Waffle. I got my buddy Mark, who I haven't played with in about a month and a half. Like, literally, him and I haven't even spoken. So it was like, you know, I don't even know if he was rusty, and he wasn't. He did very well. But, you know, you know, we're here playing with new players. So you guys, I definitely do that. Now, going in regards to this character, okay, the Scorpion. Let me talk about the Scorpion and the Falcon, okay? I love the Scorpion on her because of the area of effect. Okay, so the way I love to play with her, my favorite build with her, is the Scorpion. Why? Because with the Scorpion, I put either, it all depends how I feel. I put incendiary rounds, so I could, you know, I could rock it with Cryo Blast, or I'll put Cryo rounds, which is my true favorite, you know, setup for this girl. I'll put Cryo rounds, okay? And the way I do it is I'll go to a mob of enemies. I'll cast the turret first, okay? Then I'll shoot my Scorpion at the enemy, every bullet that I can, while my power recharge comes up. Then I hit him with Cryo Blast again, shoot the enemy again, and then incinerate. That combination is absolutely lethal. As a matter of fact, guys, you guys know that I was playing with Shadrach. I am Shadrach for quite some time. You know, he was the guy on the top of the leaderboards for quite some time. And he always played, you know, he was like to surround himself with very competent and good players. Now, the first times that I ever played with him, you know, I was like, you know, I was, you know, trying to impress and then play hard and all that. And, you know, he's a cool guy. He could care less, you know. But, you know, it was I brought this chick. I brought her into my first platinum gameplays with him. I brought her into a lot of my first platinum gameplays with a lot of people, and a lot of them were very impressed and were surprised how I would use her with the Scorpion. Now, the Scorpion is great now for more closed maps. A bigger map like this, it might not be the greatest, but actually it's okay. But you know, it's better to have maybe like the gun that I have. You know, they can go a little bit longer range, or you know, the so that, you know, for example, atlases, you might have to back up because there might be two atlases, and you can't, this is not gold, you can't just like run right in front of two atlases. You know, they'll beat you down. So by the way, whoever says that, you know, gold is you know, platinum is just like gold, I don't know, I don't know what they're smoking. But in all honesty, this is what it is, guys. This is a tougher gameplay. You have to play a little bit more tactical. The enemy is a lot tougher. They're just tankier. They have a lot more armor, and you have a lot more factions coming at you. So no, this is not gold. In gold, you do not get Geth bombers at the same time with phantoms. On gold, you do not get phantoms at the same time with primes. It's just. I'm sorry to say, it's not gold. So now, in regards to platinum, guys, you want builds that can handle platinum in many different ways. So now, I have figured out many platinum builds, and I've shown you guys those builds, and I will continue showing even more builds. I'll refine, even the builds that I have. Now, with this chick, what I like about her is that she's so versatile. If you want to do a pure weapons build, you could put the weapons on her and just put, like, maybe just incinerate, or put a claymore on her and just put cryo so you could debuff and just really just demolish enemies, and maybe just put the turret on her. She can do so much, and you can rock her hard on platinum, guys. So, I'd rather not show you gameplay on gold. That's why, guys, I've been asked to do some gold stuff. I'm not going to do it. What I am going to do is I will possibly do things that are instructional. Like, for example, if you want to know how to solo gold, I already have, a few gold solos that you guys can watch. I mean, watch my Batarian Glacier solo. I soloed, Glacier against Reapers on Glacier. I did with the Batarian soldier. So I mean, it's definitely doable. I've sold the Krogan, and that's a tutorial guide. That one took way too long because it was the first time you're doing that. So I don't recommend that you watch the whole video. If you do, that's great. The first 20 minutes is a tutorial. It tells you guys, what are my thoughts about how to do a gold solo. Now, you will be seeing a lot of other platinum stuff, like more platinum duos. Because again, this is all hardcore series, and you guys know I already have a few platinum duos. Okay, I already have 3 that you guys can watch already on my channel. Alright, so this is all hardcore gameplay. This is how I want you guys to play. This is where I want you guys to get to. So now that you understand and know where you are on platinum, now that you know the best areas, and I will continue talking about different tactics. I will repeat myself. Like, for example, you guys don't know, here in the new Firebase White, these are the kind of areas you kind of want to hang out in or kind of go around. And like you see, I go around this whole area. We're not camping it. We're not behind desks. We're not behind these chairs. We're not all in one place. We just keep on running around. I go outside, I look for enemies. I go downstairs, I look for enemies. But if you got a Banshee, you got certain enemies, you got to take cover. I mean, you got to be really ridiculous to think that you're gonna just run right up to every enemy and just destroy them. I've gotten comments like that, and I don't know, like, really, I don't know. I think you got to be way more tactical. So as you can see here, we're taking an approach. I'm going back and forth. Then I go back outside. I'm looking for more enemies. I see if I can flank them. I'm getting ammo. So guys, again, hardcore series. I want you guys to play this way. I will continue to invite you into my games. And for those of you who I've gotten to play with recently, who haven't gotten to play, I'm so sorry that I've been busy. We also have a new character that's coming out. I have gameplay coming up with that character. And by the way, guys, we're doing nothing but hardcore. And also, I am going to mention, by the way, guys, Kanigas, Power Stream, his channel's Power Stream. He is one of my buddies, and he does nothing but solos. I mean, yes, he does some team gameplay with me and some other people, but what he does is a lot of solos. He is like the solo specialist, really. He's actually done platinum. I think he has a few platinum solos, so you may see responses to any character that I have here. And if you have any questions on soloing, you know what, he'll definitely help out, as will I, because I am definitely working on one, and you guys will see it very soon. Every time I go and do it, I'll fail on wave 8 or wave 9, and then I'm like, oh, I'll do this later, and then I'll get into a team game because I just enjoy playing with people. I really enjoy playing with my buddies and meeting new people, and I don't know, I like the team stuff. It's just a lot more fun, So I will get that done. I got another, a few more videos coming up for you guys, all hardcore, because I want you guys to become hardcore gamers. I want you guys to run through platinum as if it was like bronze, really, and just enjoy it. Kind of like the way we do. And don't be afraid, guys. If you guys see here, I die here. I'm not showing you guys overpowered gameplay. In reality, you will die. There will be moments that you will die. You're not, nobody's perfect. I can clutch waves. I can actually solo some waves, but it happens. You will die. you know, this is platinum, guys. Again, it's platinum, it's not gold. There will be moments that you will die. Just make sure you do your best not to. That you learn cover. Look at how I actually take actual cover sometimes. Sometimes soft cover is not good. For example, like a prime right there. I needed to take actual cover because sometimes the primes, like main gun is just so strong, and I don't know, it'll have an area of effect and it'll still damage me if I take soft cover. So I'll take actual cover in some instances. So anyways, guys, now going back to her again, guys, I really love this chick. I mean, she's got, you'll see that I've gotten some fire explosions here with Incinerate. I set them up for other players, you know, and at the same time I am my turret is getting, you know, kills on the kill feed. And what I'm doing with armor targets like atlases and primes, I am spamming. Look, check this out. Here, I stripping shields and I use cryo. You notice that? Cryo, stripping shields. Now, incinerate to eat at the armor. Okay, eat at the enemy. So that is kind of like the combo you want to do. And this is why I like the Acolyte, because the Acolyte allows me to also strip shields at the same time, and I have cryo rounds on it, so I'm constantly debuffing the armor targets. So she's really good on platinum, guys. She can debuff all these bosses. She's just a beast, and I really like her. I mean, she's my little Jiggly, you know. I like her. So what can I say? I started off Mass Effect with her. She is just, you know, a go-to character that I love and enjoy. She is not going to be the character that's going to put me on the top of the scoreboard all the time. She can most of the time. She really can, actually, because I do a lot of damage for her now, especially with the new Incinerate. But you know, she will definitely, guys, depending on how you play her, you will most likely be on top of that scoreboard if that is what you're about. Now, you just gotta play her right, and that shouldn't, you know, and by the way, guys, scoreboard should not be your goal, because, you know, honestly, I could care less on platinum. I play platinum, tell everybody, ask anybody who plays with me, I could care less if I'm on top. I have gameplay showing you guys I'm on second, sometimes I'm third, but if you look at the scores, okay, with depending on who I'm playing with, you know, most of the time I get some really strong teams. And here I'm playing with some new guys, so, you know, hey, you know, it's, you know, having fun, not even looking at score. We're looking at team completion, we're calling out targets, we're talking about exactly what to do. You know, if somebody's coming, something's about to happen, somebody was gonna get picked up, you know, shoot a missile. But anyways, guys, this is how we play, guys, and I really want you guys to get to this level. You can run platinum, and you know, guys, I'm not gonna be showing you guys gold gameplay. It's just not even necessary. I started off as showing you guys platinum tactics. My goal is to get you guys here, and you know, if you guys want to see some really hardcore stuff, check out my previous videos, the all Slayer teams, you know, all the other videos that I've been doing lately, and you'll see how we rock platinum. Now, I will bring you guys along on my hardcore series, and this is the beginning of that. And I am so happy to introduce you guys to literally my favorite character in the game. She was the one who started me out in Mass Effect. She made me fall in love with Mass Effect. I mean, just her turret, Incinerate, Cryo, I mean, all these bonuses. And then when I got the Scorpion, I just fell in love. I was in love with that build for so long because it was just so destructive. So yeah, guys, you can definitely rock this chick on platinum. She works very well, you know, and all the weapons that I showed you guys work very well. Even the new Raider, you know, you guys saw my review on the Raider shotgun, okay? That was a gold gameplay, I gotta admit. That was like 50, very few gold games I actually have, but you know, I wanted to kind of play it out on gold for the guys, and you know, they wanted to run, you know, a gold game at the moment, so we did it and show you guys a review on the Raider. Worked out, demolished enemies, and it works the same way on platinum in the sense of the damage, like how powerful it is. It's still powerful against bosses. The only thing is that it's got crappy accuracy. All right, the accuracy is just so bad. So but if you put the damage barrel on it, okay, and the accuracy, at least the accuracy barrel, the accuracy mod, at least you get. Look at that Incinerate, just destroy that Phantom. Anyways, guys, you know, this is the kind of stuff I want to show you. This is why I was using the Acolyte. Got cryo rounds on it, so it's debuffing her. Yet at the same time, okay, I stripped her shields and then used Incinerate, so that Phantom had like no choice but to drop. Anyways, and you know what? I wish I would have been able to show you guys another little bit of footage, but I just didn't have it. I was using her the other day, okay? Let me tell you the story. I was using her the other night, and I had incendiary rounds, and I was using the Scorpion. Now, I was shooting up Phantoms left and right with the Scorpion, using Incinerate and incendiary rounds and cryo. I was just tearing it up. And now the Phantom that I was fighting somehow, I don't know how, because I don't even know how. I don't even question anymore some of the things I see in this game. So somehow she was able to pull me in and work a sync kill. She was actually about to stab me in the gut. And the moment she was about to finish her animation, she just dropped right in front of me. She just dropped. She died right in front of me. So she could not finish the animation. It was just absolutely awesome. So yeah, guys, I mean, just to incinerate, and it's something like incendiary rounds also work very well. I prefer cryo rounds with her because she's already got incinerate, and incinerate is so powerful. It gives me that burning damage that I need. So yeah, guys, I mean, she's just so versatile. All right, so going back to my other point in regards to the weapons, yes, guys, shotguns are great with her. It'll reduce your recharge speed. That's the only problem with that. But at the same time, you just gotta be cognizant of that and use her more like a weapons class and a debuffer. So enjoy her, guys. I hope you guys enjoy this gameplay. This is my hardcore series, even though you guys know I do nothing but platinum, so I guess everything I do can be considered hardcore. But what I mean by hardcore is in the sense that, it's literally, no camping around. We're looking for enemies. We're just having fun, playing tactical, but at the same time, it's really, we could run the map. All right, guys, and there's going to be a lot more video gameplay, not just for full teams. Okay, it's going to be a lot more. I'm coming with more of it, you guys. There's a new character coming out. Look out for that video after this one. I look forward to hearing more from you guys too. I am taking challenge requests. I got quite a few already, but I try to get them done right away, guys, because it's funny. I got this comment from one of my friends that I play with here. Her name is Frisky One, and she's so cool. She's really cool player. She's from the N7 Spec Ops team, and I play a lot of Go with her, and I bring her into platinum games, and she's always laughing. She's like, "How is it that you always get your maxed out weapons? You get everything on the first day of DLC?" And I told her, I said, "Look, I have everything maxed out. I have every gun maxed out. I have everything, guys. I mean, and the thing is that I play platinum, and that's why she's telling me. It's like, yeah, you get everything because you always play in platinum. I'm like, well, I mean, what do you want me to do? I mean, I do play gold throughout the week with pugs, just to keep my skill going, just to get an idea of what's out there, and it's been interesting now that I'm gonna be honest with you. I really don't consider myself really popular at all, but people have been noticing me in those rooms, and if you see me, hey guys, I say hi, and I'll just have fun with you guys. Anyways, this is Invader One. Hope you enjoyed the Quarian Female Engineer as much as I do, and please rate, comment, and subscribe. Definitely helps me. Invader One out.